working twice as hard for something you already got. Another orange morning, it's time to show. Another orange morning, it's time to grow. Another orange morning, let the updates flow. Another orange morning, you already know. Friends are coming through the door. Wheels are spinning on the floor. We don't know what we don't know. That's the only way to grow. Another orange morning, it's time to show. Another orange morning, it's time to grow. Another orange morning, let the updates flow. Another orange morning, you already know. What you're looking for is in your hand. Been there all along. Pour another cup and pull a chair. Sing along. Another orange morning, it's time to show. Another orange morning, it's time to grow. Another orange morning, let the updates flow. Another orange morning, you already know. Hey! Hey!
Good morning, HubSpot Nation. Welcome to another Orange Morning. It's Friday, August 14th, 2026. Here with Casey and Madeline. Happy Friday and good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday and good morning.
Since Madeline, you're here and you do our HubSpot horoscopes, I just yesterday was talking about horoscopes with a friend and she mentioned the Chiron. Are you familiar with?
Okay, only that I'm not familiar with it, but I know that it's a thing because it's like the 13th zodiac sign or something.
My friend was saying, so we're all Aries. I often get told I'm not like a traditional Aries, but I also think Madeline and I are the same person. So maybe I'm wrong.
If I'm a true Aries, then you have to be a true Aries.
Yeah, so like that doesn't make sense. The math isn't mathing, but it's fine. But I mentioned that to my friend, and she was like, Casey, you have to figure out what your Chiron is because that's the realist piece. It's your core wound and how you overcome them. Which, okay, I'll bring it back to HubSpot, Chris. I'm fine. I'm on focus today. It's Friday.
Core wounds.
What is my core HubSpot wound?
Scoring.
Maybe.
The thing that you spent a ton of time on last year that now you're rethinking this year.
Maybe.
Did you have one in mind, or did I just?
No, I didn't. I was just gonna bring it back at some point.
Put it on the board.
I was gonna say probably like, I don't know, something on like developer land, like Data Hub or something. That's like intimidating
not how I would,
to me.
Think about a wound and overcoming it.
Data Hub is really intimidating to me, but I did just a couple weeks ago build some what I thought to be impossible reports using Data Hub. So
can I just say that because of you, Casey, I opened my CoStar app, which is an astrology app for anybody. I don't know that much, but I downloaded it. The first thing it says in big bold letters, your day at a glance, you are not stupid. So
there you go.
Nailing it.
Yeah, cool.
And you're not.
Sounds good. Let's go.
And what do folks that are not stupid do? They stay up to date with HubSpot updates.
I think it's gonna be a good day, guys.
My purpose in life is to get the cold intro so far away from updates that Chris has to like
find a segue.
I enjoy the challenge. I also enjoy mentioning horoscopes prior to the last 2 minutes of our Friday show.
Where we're like, whoops. Also,
we've got a chance today. What kind of updates would not stupid people click on? Maybe revenue context for contracts in Breeze. It looks like a kind of revenue kind of day. 3 out of 5. What is it? Until now, Breeze Assistant only knew, quote, revenue from deals and pipeline, but the contracts object has more detailed revenue data, including not just what was sold, but what was committed and how that changed over time. This skill makes Breeze Assistant not just deal aware, but contract aware. So it can answer questions from contracts like, what is my TCV? And how is my MRR changing over time?
Why does it matter? A contract-aware Breeze means you have a detailed view of your revenue that you can simply ask about. It leverages your revenue data from contracts to power insights. You can use it to make better decisions grounded in data about your TCV and MRR. And this is going to be Revenue Hub because contracts are Revenue Hub, right?
Yes, that's correct. Oh man, I like the progress. Hopefully someday Breeze can see all of the revenue stuff in the portal. We just went live with the big client and we're doing unified revenue view that they love, and we do not use deals or contracts to get that done. So there are other revenue stuff. There's other revenue context in HubSpot that I would love for Breeze to understand and speak to.
Yeah.
Speaking of contracts, is anybody's curiosity piqued by the contracts direct create and edit? I'm inferring that maybe you can't directly create them now. They have to be turned into a contract from a deal or something.
I think that seems to be the case, yeah.
There we go. I basically just said what it is. Okay.
Indeed. You can now create and edit contracts directly in HubSpot. No quote required.
Okay.
Contracts can be created and accessed from deal, contact, company, or ticket records, and from the contract index page.
Why does it matter? Many organizations managing quoting and billing in external systems. Until now, HubSpot required a quote to create a contract, which made it difficult to bring those contracts into HubSpot and use them as reliable sources of truth. With this change, you can import existing contracts into HubSpot without creating workaround quotes, keep contract and committed revenue information connected to your customer records, power more accurate revenue reporting, renewals, and automation, even when quoting happens outside of HubSpot.
Love that.
I mean, I haven't worked with contracts yet. I don't have any clients on Revenue Hub Pro or Enterprise, I think, yet. But good to see this as a capability. So as people move into that, it'll come up.
Yeah, lowering the barrier to entry for sure. As even if people don't use it in the exact use the objects in the exact order that HubSpot would have expected. So cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to talk to Breeze about what that actually means. My concern here is that contracts do, you have to get a quote of some sort. So like as soon as you try to create a quote and you didn't have a deal, it might force you to have a deal because quotes are associated with deals only right now. Right. So I just can't wait till we get to Unbound, and this will all like they are just all the revenue stuff is just piling together and like rolling towards Unbound, where it's all going to be a lot cleaner. But there's lots of gotchas at the moment too.
Yeah, and I do think like Unbound is an interesting time for these like lesser known hubs, like not the big three, if you will. Big three being marketing, sales, and service. But I know last year, like I feel like Data Hub was a big deal last year at Unbound, and I know that, you know, not only from the actual releases were very Data Hub focused, but also a lot of chatter and stuff. And now since Inbound last year, I have a lot more clients using Data Hub and having Data Hub. So I think kind of it'll be interesting to see if this time next year I'm still saying I don't have any clients that are on Revenue Hub.
Yeah, that would be surprising for sure. Given the company you keep. I do want to share.
I'm gonna.
Like you're gonna have Revenue Hub clients, Casey.
Yeah, I
know.
No one's ever heard Chris say something like that.
I know. 2.5 years in, I'm starting to get comfortable, like enough to, have a little fun. I do want to show like the Breeze update we mentioned yesterday, because I'm gonna add this contracts, direct create and edit. By the way, I had to like listen to all of us say the words to understand this wasn't API related. It's like, in the UI.
The UI exists.
We still do stuff inside of HubSpot. That's right. But as I opened this up, I was like, oh, this is the new Breeze. And I guess my first clue was to change the color up here with the sparkle.
It's like a double sparkle now.
Yeah. But also like the suggested. So again, if you're having trouble keeping up and you just come over to the product updates page, open up Breeze, explore the newest Breeze update suggested, check my approved beta access, probably never clicking on that, but handle my job manager ticket relates to like a task that's on the homepage, like not even on the screen here. So this moment of just like always having like the right context at the right time each day.
This is very related to you as a user. Like even the fact that the first two suggestions were around update, like you almost you every day send an update through Breeze.
Yeah, it's funny. Mine are very different when I look at it.
Right. Yeah, no, it's great. And that's why I was even more impressed with like that last one is like a ticket that came in yesterday for a client that I own. I don't necessarily agree with that I should own it, but I own it. Breeze is reminding me that it's there. And, you know, that's the kind of thing that's going to be like, okay, maybe I can own this one. Let's see what we got, Breeze. Maybe we can just handle it right now instead of, you know, thinking it's going to be the hardest thing ever. So never going to that ticket record. Too bad I'm past the suggestion and it's too late.
Kind of curious about the color change of the sparkle. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's almost orange, right?
It's been pink. Because that was when they introduced Breeze. That pink was the new color.
Well, I wonder if they're bringing orange back. Like I feel like they've been moving away from orange, which as someone who, you know, we do orange on Wednesdays, we wear orange. another orange morning. I've been a little nervous that they were gonna just mix the orange all together at some point.
That's true.
Yeah.
And with the new layout, maybe like now that it's so contrasted, maybe they're like, we can use some orange again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's like all of the feedback related to the new theme. I think just like misses most points being made by the HubSpot team right now. Like all of the colors that everybody wants and all the layers that everybody wants showing up on every surface.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why it has to be flat when that stuff isn't happening. I would imagine. Now, I'm no design expert, but I'm sure there are some color geniuses, some design geniuses over in HubSpot that have thought that it's true, like quite a bit. And it does make sense to me that if this is gray, then any colors we want our users to see on the screen are not going to be competing with whatever else. What else can Breeze do for us? AI-assisted invoice corrections with Breeze Assistant. What is it? You can now void a finalized invoice or issue a credit memo against it by describing the correction to Breeze Assistant. Breeze Assistant drafts the action, explains what it will do, and waits for your explicit approval before making any changes.
Why does it matter? Correcting an invoice used to require knowing the right action up front, void or credit memo. Apply the credit or leave it on the account. The answer depends on payment status, invoice date, and accounting rules that most users have to look up or guess at. And getting it wrong meant irreversible actions or a bigger mess to unwind. Now you can describe the problem in plain language, and Breeze Assistant explains which corrections are available, why each one applies, and what will happen before anything executes. Nothing changes without your explicit approval.
Nice.
I feel like I want to give, let's create a prize or giveaway or something. Like the first person that even hears of somebody using Breeze Assistant to manage invoices in any kind of way. Like I would love to hear and see that happen. I think that's going to be the toughest part with stuff like this. Like getting it wrong meant irreversible actions or a bigger mess to unwind. I don't know that AI solves for that part necessarily. But it will help the humans that are trying to get that work done for sure. AI email editing in Gmail. What is it? AI-powered email editing controls built directly into the Gmail Compose toolbar, available to any HubSpot user with the Gmail extension installed. Reps can highlight text, select an editing action, like rewrite, shorten, expand, or change tone, and apply the suggestion with one click without leaving Gmail.
Why does it matter? Sales reps want AI help while writing outreach emails in Gmail, but HubSpot's AI writing tools live in the CRM Composer, a separate surface that breaks their flow. By bringing AI email editing into Gmail Compose, reps can access HubSpot CRM context, contact data, deal stage, and brand voice directly in the Gmail extension without switching tools or tabs.
This is cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to see this. I'm curious though, like Gmail has its own AI tools. But this, I guess the benefit of this is less that like that AI piece necessarily and more the context from HubSpot. By bringing the second, why does it matter, I think is the bigger than the like just AI assisted rewriting that already exists.
Yeah. And I think I really like when the product team focuses on some of the tools that aren't directly in the UI, the main UI, where it's through the integrations or the apps that especially sales reps are already using. Because again, it just like lowers the barrier to entry for taking advantage of HubSpot's tools, removes a lot of friction and, just general annoyance. As someone who is the person that works with the sales team and begs them to use their email integration. So cool.
Aren't you doing something later today that's trying to help sales reps use HubSpot?
I am doing something later today that's helping sales reps use HubSpot. The Basis Inbound is doing a free webinar all about HubSpot basics, but through a sales rep lens. So if you're ever frustrated by why the heck things don't log to the right record or why, I don't know, just general frustration about HubSpot, feel free to stop by.
When should they stop by?
12 Eastern, and they can find the link at basisinbound.com/events.
We should start scoring ourselves against our AI transcripts on how great we are at promoting our own stuff and see how much better we get over the next few months.
Well, when you said that at first, I was like, wait, what am I doing later?
What am I doing? Where am I?
I do a lot of things.
That you do. What on my screen right now, HubSpot updates, which one gets your attention, Madelyn?
I have one. I noticed it before I saw it on this list. I noticed it yesterday. Reverse sort on the activity timeline.
How did we know? We definitely got excited about this one.
Marketers rejoice. We can just go to the original source of why this person came in and we can see what friggin' form they filled out or why something's inaccurate and we can diagnose from there. We don't have to just keep scrolling, wait for it to load, scroll, wait for it to load, scroll, wait for it. It's torture. So thank you, HubSpot. I'm assuming I didn't even read anything, but
yeah, no, you nailed it. Lots of time spent scrolling records to get to the beginning of a record. This one is in development though. So forward-looking statement at the front, not intended to be a promise. But yeah, it's something everybody wants.
Yes.
Being able to reverse the sort order. Not going to make that mistake today.
Reverse as opposed to
reserve. Got me yesterday. So yeah, that is a very cool update, and we'll be excited when it gets here. I will ask, when I first saw this, I was like, what if we just highlighted, the first thing instead of having to reverse sort?
Yeah.
But why would that work?
I don't think in every use case, because sometimes you do want to see the first things. One thing when I'm going to audit a HubSpot portal, one of the things I do is see when a contact is created, what things are happening to them, which workflows are they getting enrolled in, which lists are they being added to, all of that stuff. And so it's not only the first action. Oftentimes it's what happened after that first action too.
That workflows is a great point too, Casey. Diagnosing, even if you're just testing a workflow and seeing okay, what do I need to fire, before or after, or which workflow needs to impact which workflow. And sometimes that kind of stuff doesn't surface just in properties. So you can't just go view the property history. You do need to see the activity history. So
exciting times. anything else before we start talking to Breeze?
Set maximum marketing contact limits.
I was surprised if you guys hadn't.
It was in beta and expected to go live today. I actually made a task for one of my teammates to apply this on all of apply this everywhere next week, basically.
Yes, this is one of those things that like there's no reason any portal should not be doing this. Like if you're an admin or if you don't know anything about HubSpot and you're like, should I do this? Just do it. You're never going to regret doing this.
No reason, literally no reason not to.
So when you say, go do this, go set this up, is the rule just whatever the account contract is at?
Good point. I would say at least do that. Absolutely, at least do that if nothing else. But yeah, maybe you want to put it a little bit underneath. For example, I usually set up some automations. Like I'll usually have a segment that is all marketing contacts, and I want to get an alert whenever we hit like 70% of our limit or something, just to know. But maybe you do want to reserve a good 25% just in the off chance that you really need those marketing contacts for a certain campaign, or you didn't realize that certain customers aren't marketing contacts and you need to send like this huge, I don't know, email blast or something. So maybe you do want to reserve a little bit of room. But
I would say today, if you're watching this, set it at the top of your tier. Just do that. So what I don't want is to start thinking, well, should it be 25%? Should it be 20%? Should it be 10%? Like go do it at your tier. And then, if you want to talk to your team or kind of look at how you've been pacing with marketing contacts and things like that, then maybe you adjust it, but nothing should be stopping you today from setting it to your tier.
Fair enough.
But worth noting, if you do end up needing to upgrade, it's going to add another step, which I think is a good thing. Right. Like you should have another step that like opens that up. But just if you are a person who has been, great news, your business, your database has been growing, you keep kind of upping that tier, also worth kind of knowing that will be something.
Yeah.
Indeed. Shout out to Oaks, and we'll go over this one with him on Monday. As somebody who's really great at deal tags, and we've done a number of content pieces together. CRM pipeline object tags API is kind of a big deal.
Chris cares way more about this than the marketing content limits.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely. Have I set up either? No. But do I care about this one more? Yes.
Well, it's an API, of course.
Right. And it's like one of the more sneaky, complex things, like in HubSpot. For the first time unboxing it with Oaks, it's like, oh, wow, this is like scoring and segments and all of the things over here buried in settings land, and not connected to any of those things. So super powerful, but another thing where you have to know all the steps and where to apply like segments versus properties versus scores, and using all of that to create tags, associations, all that stuff. But you can make, a real pretty board view for folks based on all that, which they kind of like usually. All right, let's go and see if it will breeze today. Got lucky yesterday with Trisha, or maybe the first impression was just bad. The first few days we did it this week. We'll see. Spinning the wheel. Tasks, communication preferences. Decide what we should stop doing.
I just want to see what comes back.
I love what could be. And I'm starting to love the ambiguity of like some of the names of HubSpot apps, like, and to see how Breeze handles that ambiguity. So if you haven't seen this yet, spin the wheel, looking for a scope on app and a business outcome. And then so this is available to anybody. You can come over and create the prompt, copy it, and then put it into Breeze.
And that's at anotherorangemorning.com/breeze is where Chris is
job.
that.
That's correct.
Good job, Madelyn. You got me.
Using communication preferences, can you decide what we should stop doing across tasks?
Okay, so what I'm guessing it's going
to... Casey, what were you going to say?
I want it to misunderstand what the words are here, but go for it, Casey.
Well, actually, the way it's positioned is different. I was thinking it was going to make a task for like the admin to update our communication preferences to be better. But the positioning of the words, using communication preferences, can you decide what we should stop doing across tasks, is different.
You're right. I thought of it the same way. That's how I would be using it.
Not directly. Will it, Breeze? No.
Stop creating outreach tasks for people who are unsubscribed. There. Yeah, that is.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the ambiguity here, right? Like as soon as I read it, those words on the screen, I was like, wow, we should probably stop sending each other 100 notifications like related to tasks, or stop creating tasks that nobody's doing. Right?
Like
because
that's true.
Yeah. That is a notification setting. But in this case, we're talking about specifically, and this is where the tool wheel came from. It's from product updates. So if you're ever curious about, what it might be referring to, communication preferences. So short answer, not directly. Communication preferences tell you whether a person can receive email, SMS, or WhatsApp communications, but they do not automatically stop, close, or suppress tasks. So if your question is, can communication preferences decide what we should stop doing across tasks? The best grounded answer is...
I like how it said, if your question is, and then it copied your question.
Sorry. Hold on, let me get rid of this thing over here. There we go. Speaking of layers across HubSpot's interface. Yeah, this first one is wonderful. Stop creating outreach tasks for people who are unsubscribed.
I mean, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Stop relying on tasks to enforce consent. Stop using one-to-one outreach tasks as a workaround for opt-outs. Are these all like the same?
Yeah, basically.
Same three?
Yeah.
I kind of love the commitment to don't stop.
Yeah. Don't do it this way.
Like,
don't do it this way.
Don't do it this way. However, I have to say it. Don't do it.
Don't try to use one-to-one email, workflow triggers and segments to get around all of the marketing contact communication preferences that people have. All that stuff. What to do instead? Use communication preferences as a gate before task creation. In workflows, exclude contacts who are opted out before creating outreach tasks. Filter on subscription properties such as opted out of a specific email type or unsubscribed from all email.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think, did you ask, can we do that? Can we do the workflows?
Well, because that's what's been going through my head is this different subscription types. It's not like you're just opted in general. there's some
ask
different
Breeze,
subscription types. So,
shall we? Yes, I would like to turn this into a simple workflows decision rule for your team. You're underlining workflows, but decision rule. All right. Yes, please make a workflow. Speaking of more ambiguous words.
it can turn it into a simple workflows.
Yes, please make it workflows.
Decision rule.
Please make it workflows.
I'm going to set up the workflow approach and check that workflow. Check what workflow shape fits the guardrail best. And like we say every day, the goal is to just get you coming in here to talk to Breeze. No matter what your first prompt is going to be, there's always an opportunity to solve the problem in a way you probably weren't expecting to when you came in here. I'm checking the exact configuration before I show you the workflow plan. Thank you. Workflow plan. Stop outreach tasks. This contact-based workflow watches for key email opt-out changes and alerts the contact owner to stop outreach-related task work for that person. Trigger when a contact becomes opted out of one-to-one email or unsubscribed from all email. Actions, send an internal email notification to the contact owner telling them to stop outreach-related tasks. For that contact, I bet everybody will love that notification.
Yeah.
What it does, creates an operational guardrail so your team is prompted to halt outreach task activity when consent changes. Let's approve and build. Admins, managers, if you haven't solved for the noise in folks' inbox, it's going to be easy to create more noise and have them not follow any of the things that you're trying to, like they're not going to see the guardrails, right? But that took about like 5 seconds. I've created stop outreach tasks when a contact opts out. And there you go. Even if
now will this email change behavior remains to be seen. But.
Right. And even if it's like, oh, nobody's gonna like that email notification. Did you know that you could start a workflow like this? Things based on this behavior.
Because then even like
you could do.
If you had a workflow like this, you could, in theory, have either a property or a list that people get added to, and that suppresses them from, any sequence enrollments or like things like that.
I was trying to see while you were reading on that if I could like Uno reverse. Like if we trigger it on a task that is associated to a contact that's not opted in or that's opted out, then like just delete the task on that. But I don't think you can. Or maybe with some different apps you can, obviously, but that'd be kind of fun. Wouldn't recommend it. Probably not going to be a good change management or...
Oh, man. I said, I don't think my outreach team will appreciate this guardrail very much. What else can we do to help them? A few friendlier options. Create a task instead of just emailing, because that's exactly what they want instead of internal email. Breeze is an admin at heart. That's for sure. Add an in-app notification. Yep. The bell that says 199 plus on it. Write a note on the contact. That is probably my favorite so far. Use a branch to soften the experience. If the contact is owned, notify owner. If the contact has no owner, create a task for shared. Yeah, no tasks. Unless it's in like a target account or something like that. Those are the, like, if you got people working that record and it's like a super important record, and it's really a problem that somebody opted out because they're not going to get a bunch of, invoice emails or other stuff, like that's viable. My recommendation, if you want this to feel supportive instead of annoying, I'd change it to set a contact flag, create a task, and send no email at all.
See, I usually opt for options 3, 5, and 6 in that list. I usually create a custom contact property that's like sales outreach or something like that. And then by default, it's empty. But if it's filled out to say, no, don't reach out to them, then, something like that. But
all right, we'll see how far Breeze can get. Well, it does that. Horoscopes time.
Okay. Well, for us Aries, when it comes to quick access toolbar and HubSpot for Gmail, everything you need, tasks, search, Breeze, follow-up nudges, is right at the top now. So you can move fast, close the loop, and don't look back. For Taurus, the simplified pipeline limits. HubSpot tore down the old per object pipeline caps and gave every hub room to grow. You've been quietly outgrowing your limits for a while. This is permission to expand without renegotiating everything from scratch. For Gemini, custom inbound SMS keywords. I saw that on the list, but we didn't cover it today. Of course, the update built entirely around the right word triggers the right response belongs to you. Choose your words carefully this week because someone's automating a whole workflow off of your reply. For Cancer, mobile note taker extended to Service Hub. Even more conversations get remembered, followed up on, and cared for without anyone dropping the ball. You've always been the one who keeps track of what people need. Now the CRM finally keeps up with you. For Leo, a new look for Breeze Assistant, a cleaner entrance, a better first impression, a look that finally matches its confidence. You understand better than any sign that how you show up matters just as much as what you say. For Virgo, AI filing agent for segments. A new agent quietly sorts messy, unfiled segments into folders so nothing's left scattered. Main character energy for your favorite pastime. Organizing chaos other people walked away from. Ooh, I like that too, though. Libra, connectors in Breeze Assistant. It now reaches into Asana, Notion, Linear, G2, and more. It doesn't want to work alone. It wants everything talking to everything else. Very on brand for the sign who's never met a silo they didn't want to bridge. For Scorpio, app install governance. Super admins can now approve, scope, and revoke exactly what every connected app can see and touch. You've always known real power is deciding who gets access. This feature just formalized your worldview. Sagittarius, for the iOS one-tap mobile note taker, start recording, review the summary, act on it, all without breaking stride. You were never going to sit still for a meeting notes workflow that required a desk. That's cool. Capricorn, contract and project record associations. Delivery status and billing milestones finally live in one place instead of getting chased down by email. You've been saying for years the business side and delivery side needed to talk. Aquarius, lead scoring public API. Developers can now build their own scoring logic instead of accepting the defaults. Naturally, the sign who's never accepted the way it's always been done gets the updates literally about doing it your own way. And last but not least, Pisces, reverse sort on the activity timeline. You can now see any record's oldest activity first. Small, dreamy, a little nostalgic. Exactly the kind of update that lets you sit with where something started before deciding where it goes next. And we can't leave today's segment without bringing up the Chiron of it all. So I was doing some research. And let's see. Number one, Chris, I asked, the ether if it had any suggestions of what your Chiron might be. And it wasn't super confident, but it did say you have a visceral aversion to artificial control, gatekeeping, manufactured authority, systems that make people wait for permission or feel dependent instead of capable.
Nailed it.
Yeah. So I feel like we should incorporate Chiron into our.
Definitely should.
It's important.
I like it.
Yeah.
Coming to another Orange Morning near you. Well, thank you so much for those horoscopes. And definitely, I appreciate my Chiron very much. Good to know the ether knows what's up.
Yeah.
Until next week, everybody have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.